Hey guys, so for today we're going to be working on the 4th grade worksheet for week 5. Alright, and so on our first page we have multiplication. If you know, one important thing about multiplication is that you're going to have to line up the numbers. And so, for example, our question number 1, we have 12. We got 12 times 3. And we're going to line up the ones place, which is the 3 and the 2, and the tens place. So we're going to do times 3. Alright, and just to let you know, it does not matter how you write this down. Even if you wrote it like this, it would not matter. But we're going to look at it this way. So we're going to do 3 times 2. And then we're going to do 3 times 1. And so 3 times 2 is 6. And then 3 times 1 is 3. And so our answer for our first question is 36. Alright. We're going to have 11 problems on multiplication. Oh, and if you look at number 7, we have 7 times 6 times 7. And so for a question like this, it does not matter how you solve the multiplication as long as you multiply everything all together. And so you're going to do maybe these two numbers first, and then you're going to do the answer times number 7. Or you could do 7 times 7 first, right? And then you're going to get your answer, and then your answer times 6, right? It does not matter how you do it as long as you multiply everything. Alright, let's move on to our next page. We have divisions. It says to find the quotient. It just means to find the answer, and so that's what we're going to do. So when I do division, I do the house under the house thing, where the big number, the number we're dividing, goes inside the house, and then the number we're dividing by goes outside the house, right? And so we just look at how many times 4 goes inside 5, which is 1. And if you do 1 times 4, we get 4. Subtract it, and we're going to get 1. And because we didn't do anything to the 6, we're just going to bring it down. It comes right over here. Now, what can we put 4 inside 1? We cannot. And so we're going to look at this whole number. When we do, we are going to do a 4 times a number that might fit in here, right? And we have, I believe, 4. And so 4 times 4 is 16, right? And from there, you just subtract it, right? Subtract these two numbers, and you're going to get 0. And so our answer is 14 because we got no remainders, right? We're going to be doing that for the rest of the problems. I could show you one more time maybe with, let's do number, let's go to number 8, 15. So we have 15 inside the house, 3 outside the house, and look, we can't fit 3 inside this 1, and so we're gonna have to look at this whole picture, this whole number, and see how many times 3 could go inside 15. And you could just keep multiplying. 3 times 1 is equal to 3. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. 3 times 4 is equal to 12. That's not it. So let's try 3 times 5. And 3 times 5 is 15. So we got our number. And so we know that if we put 5 here, we're going to do 3 times 5, which is 15. Sorry. You're going to subtract these two numbers. You get 0. And so you know that your 5 is your answer. And we're going to add that right over here. Right? Alright, then on to our next page. We have subtracting. I believe you should know how to do subtracting. you're going to subtract bigger number minus the smaller number, or this is your smaller number. So wherever this minus sign is next to, this minus sign over here, that minus sign is next to is the number you're subtracting. And so subtraction is easier if you put the smaller number at the bottom and then the bigger number at the top, right? And so if you subtract 6 minus 3 is going to be 3, and 1 positive 1, negative 1 cancels each other out, so this is 0, and so our answer for this one is 3. Alright, you guys are going to solve it to all the way to question number 11. And let's move on to our next page. Word problems. Okay, so for word problems, I'll just show real quickly number 1, and the rest of the questions should be similar to each other. So for number 1, Jonasville has a population of, oh, that's a big number. This is a thousands place, so this is like million, 4 million, right? 4,200,000, 5,007, and 388 people. Okay, and so this is Jonah's village, right? His village. Oops. Jonas's village has a population of the 4 million, right? This population, big population. And then we have Lake City has a population of this many people. So how much larger is Lake City than Jonasville, right? So we're gonna go to Lake City. Lake City has this much people, and so Lake City is 7,125,210. Then means subtraction, so you're subtracting 200,000, 57,000, and then 388, right? And you're going to be solving for this, and then you're going to get your answer. And you'll see how much larger the population of Lake City is than Jonasville. Alright? Well, that'll be it, and I hope you'll be able to finish everything. You got 3 more problems for this page. 4 in total. Bye-bye.